Mr. Griffith, you brought this case before the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm raising two grandkids. I'm the legal guardian of those two grandkids. They were sired by my son here.
Oh, this is your
Dude,
son.
man.
That's my son.
Okay.
Sometimes embarrassed to admit it, but anyway. And so I'm here today to try to get him to start contributing to the raising of these children. Now, I'm a personal banker. I've made decent money over the years.
Okay.
I'm hitting retirement age.
In a tense courtroom, Mr. Griffith steps forward, worn but determined. Raising his two grandchildren alone, he faces his own son, demanding support. As retirement nears, the burden of responsibility feels heavier. Will the court force a father to finally step up for his children? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds now.
I'm a personal banker. I've made decent money over the years.
Okay.
I'm hitting retirement age, and I just think it's time for him to start paying.
I agree. I agree with that. Are these children involved in any type of extracurricular activities or anything?
Oh yeah, they're getting up to the age where sports are there. I'm having to run across town to soccer and then.
I'm there too, man.
Obviously
Well,
not, and I'm not talking to you, so I need you to wait your turn.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
I hate to admit it, but I've told him since he was a kid he's worthless, and I think it's bearing out. But,
Well, sir, that's not very nice, and we're not here to talk about your son in that way. We're here to get some support, financial support for your grandkids, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Tempers flare as Mr. Griffith voices his frustration, calling his son irresponsible and absent. The judge quickly steps in, warning that this courtroom is for answers, not accusations. The focus must return to what matters most, the children's well-being. Emotions simmer as the air grows heavy. What happens next could change everything.
Hey, we're here to get some support, financial support for your grandkids, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So, kids involved in extracurricular activity, your son, their dad is not helping. Has he given you any money at all for the kids?
He has given me no money at all, and he's not taking responsibility. He comes by and sees the kids occasionally, but he has not been much of a father to them at all.
Okay. Where is the mother?
Well, she couldn't take much, I guess, of him anymore, so she left.
I kicked her out.
You what?
Excuse
kicked
me?
her out.
Excuse me.
I bet.
Yes, ma'am.
In just a moment, you can have your time.
The courtroom falls silent over a devastating truth. The children's mother disappeared, and their father stays missing. Mr. Griffith remains alone, the only guardian they have. As the judge digs deeper, the family's hardship fully emerges into view. How will the court act now in this crisis?
Excuse me.
I bet.
Yes, ma'am.
In just a moment, you can have your time.
Yes,
Just a moment. So she's not in the picture.
Not anymore. We haven't heard from her in quite some time.
Okay.
I think the kids still remember her and they miss her, but, you know.
How old are the kids?
Huh?
How old are the kids?
13 and 15.
13 and 15. Okay. Now, is there anything else you would like for me to know before I move to him?
Well, he goes a long time without working, and now he finally has a part-time job, I think, now, and probably couldn't afford much, but more than the money, I think it's time that he starts showing some manly responsibility. He's never done it before.
And I definitely agree.
With the children's ages nearing 3, the seriousness deepens as Mr. Griffith stresses the need for their father's presence, not only financially, but emotionally. The judge listens and acknowledges the plea. Could this moment finally become the turning point for an absent father?
It's time that he starts showing some manly responsibility. He's never done it before.
And I definitely agree. Sir, now it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what your father said in terms of not giving any financial support for the support of your children?
It's hard. I just got a job.
Okay.
I can
How much
start
are you
paying
working?
Part-time, like
Part-time.
20, 30 hours a week up at the shoe place.
Still a loser.
Okay, sir, that's not very
It can
nice.
turn into
We're not going to
something.
do any type of name calling in this courtroom, okay?
Yes,
You guys are not going to do that to each other. You can save that at home when you all are, just between the two of you, but not here, okay?
The father finally speaks, blaming his part-time job as an obstacle. Mr. Griffith fires back, calling him a loser, forcing the judge to step in and restore order. The courtroom turns into a verbal battlefield. Can they put the hostility aside for the sake of the children?
When you all are, just between the two of you, but not here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you say you work about 20, 30 hours a week.
Yes, ma'am.
How much money do you make?
$15 an hour, so a couple of thousand a month, I think.
Okay.
I think there's something, if I may, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I think there's something
Here he
that,
goes.
in case he doesn't volunteer it, he has just recently got a settlement
Oh.
through a lawsuit.
Oh.
And that's the main reason, at $15 an hour, I wouldn't have brought him to court.
Oh.
Because it wouldn't have been worth the...
Now it makes sense.
A stunning turn surfaces when Mr. Griffith discloses his son recently secured a sizable settlement. The judge, startled, questions the father's truthfulness. What more could he be concealing? The courtroom tightens, awaiting further disclosures.
At $15 an hour, I wouldn't have brought him to court.
Oh.
Because it wouldn't have been worth the...
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I could definitely see why he did not want to bring you to court for $15 an hour. So he's not very truthful, obviously, because he's looking at me with his mouth open like he is so
He's
confused.
just mad
And-
because it's my car.
Well, you know
Just
what,
admit it.
sir, I'm upset at the fact that when I ask you why you were not providing any financial support, you try to give me this sob story about $15 an hour.
The judge presses the father over deceptive claims about his finances. As justifications stack up, the court's patience grows short. The story unravels now. What penalties will the father face next?
Why you were not providing any financial support, you try to give me this sob story about $15 an hour, and you have a settlement. Let me ask your dad, because I don't think I'm gonna get too much honesty out of you. How much is this settlement?
Well, my understanding is that his portion of it, I guess after legal fees and all, was about $100,000.
$100,000?
Oh, man. Come on.
You think it's funny? You think this is funny? You think it's a
I
game?
think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
Yes.
Why? Because you got more than
Because-
that? You want to tell me you got more than that?
No.
So why is that funny? You're
Because I
not.
don't have $100,000.
So you didn't. So your father's not being honest about the settlement
Well, I
you
may have
received?
gotten it, but I don't have it anymore.
Oh,
Laughter escapes the father as the $100,000 settlement is mentioned, provoking the judge's ire. His dismissive attitude toward his responsibilities stuns everyone in the courtroom. Will this blatant disregard sway the judge's ruling?
so you didn't. So your father's not being honest about the settlement
Well, I
you
may have
received?
gotten it, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay,
I
so
got braces, man. 'cause you
it
didn't
does
get 'em
not
for me.
cost. Excuse me, sir. What type of crazy do you think I am? It does not cost $100,000 for braces.
I got a couple other things too. I mean, there might be some left.
Okay, and you didn't bring that to court with you, did you? To show the proof of that?
That
Yes or
was
no?
In my name.
Did you bring any documents to court to show that you are not in possession of this money? You didn't, did
No.
you? No, you didn't. Actually, you did. Your dad turned in your settlement judgment. You actually got a settlement for $102,000.
The father offers no documentation for his expenses, causing the judge to doubt his credibility. With no proof to back his claims, the court edges closer to a final ruling. What will the judgment deliver?
Your settlement judgment. You actually got a settlement for $102,000
It was a while back.
a while back, so you don't remember.
Well, I mean, I do, but
I guess blowing that money off made you lose your memory, huh? So what we're getting ready to do is make you pay child
That's
support
fun.
to your dad. I'm glad that you think it's a joke, because we're not about to joke, and I want to see that same smile on your face when I read these numbers out to you on how much you're going to pay on child support.
The judge determines the child support amount based on the father's settlement, resulting in a substantial monthly obligation. All eyes turn to his reaction. Will he step up and accept responsibility, or keep deflecting?
When I read these numbers out to you on how much you're going to pay on child support. Okay, so at $102,000, I have your gross at $8,500, which brings your net to a total of $6,525.63. Okay, health insurance. Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
I don't
How
have
much
it.
is health insurance?
$250 a month.
$250. So we're going to make you reimburse that to your dad for health insurance, okay? So as I was saying, net $6,525.63. That would bring your child.
Detailed figures are laid out, showing the father's full financial responsibilities, including health insurance reimbursements. The judge allows no room for doubt. The father's duties are unmistakable. How will he respond?
So as I was saying, net $6,525.63. That would bring your child support before the reimbursement to $1,631.41. Did you need to write it down? $1,631.41 plus $250 would be $1,881.41, your monthly obligation. And I gave you credit for both kids.
I make $2,000 a month.
Okay, but you also have a settlement for $102,000. And I'm deeming that income because under Texas law, I have the right to do that.
The judge stresses that the settlement funds count as income, rejecting the father's attempts to downplay his obligations. The court remains firm. Will this enforcement compel him to comply?
And I'm deeming that income because under Texas law, I have the right to do that.
Okay.
So your child support is not going to be set at $15,000. Based on $15 an hour. Because I'm sure you spent the $15 an hour getting those braces, not that $102,000. It's not going to work.
I'm afraid, Your Honor, he's spent a lot of the rest of that too. I think that's the reason he's him-hawing about
Well,
what he is.
you know what, sir? And it's fine if he did. Because he has to be able to give you $1,800 a month in child support. Otherwise, you'll have far more serious issues.
A stern warning is delivered. Failing to make the child support payments could result in serious consequences. The father's choices are clear. Will he follow the warning or face further legal action?
Because he has to be able to give you $1,800 a month in child support. Otherwise, you'll have far more serious issues. Okay?
Right.
Anything further?
Well, I love my grandchildren, but I told him along the way, once he hooked up with the lady he married, that he had all the funds, so it's been his responsibility to help take care of them. This is the first time he's ever had to pay up.
Well, and I thank you for bringing him to court and making him responsible, sir.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Sure. Take Visa. This is great, man.
As the proceedings wrap up, Mr. Griffith's steadfast love for his grandchildren becomes clear. His determination to hold his son accountable results in a court order securing the children's well-being. This case highlights the impact of perseverance and the necessity of standing up for what's right. If this story resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe for more gripping courtroom dramas. What are your thoughts on this family's journey? Share them below.